So this is my Confessions of a Hoarder video slash new sewing room is coming up. I have quite a mess here. I have piles. That's how I do things. I make piles and then I separate them out. So you're looking at a big mess that's going to turn into a nice sewing room. I'm going to use that cabinet in the back to put my material in there, and I'm going to put the rug under the table so that I don't scratch it all up like I usually do. I will be organizing the entire room piece by piece, energy by energy, because sometimes when you're creative, at least I'm going to speak for myself, it takes a bit. This cabinet right here, I redid that. I shabby chic'd it. This used to be my old TV cabinet. Now I still love it, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. This wall, this wall has some pieces that were in my old store that I still love, but this vacuum cleaner is going to get some use. There's my button box down there in my fabric that I tea dyed. So this is just a tiny bit of what I have for materials. I have buttons and thread and wool and pictures. I have all kinds of ideas that need to get put into this room and get put to use. And I'm happy that I'm going to be sharing that with you. And as embarrassing as it is for you to see such a mess, this is the launching pad, and this is what it looks like before. So my before picture is pretty messy, and if people were honest, I bet they would have before pictures like this too. And sometimes it gets some people going, like myself, to see a mess, a before mess, and then to see an after. Now, it's kind of like when you're losing weight and you do the before, you step on the scale, and the after. That's pretty scary for me still. Um, and this is even scary because it was a mess. I had a spot on the floor that when the guys brought up this big, heavy case for me, you'll see the two bottles on the table. I used both of them to try to get the grease on the floor, which I already did. I should have done a before and after picture, but I was on a roll. And I realized that the crud cutter, that's what it's called, is the best choice for the cleanup, for grease. So that's one little tidbit that you might be able to learn besides looking at my mess. Um, for your when you're doing your projects. Crud cutter. It cut the crud right out of there. And I used some Method grapefruit on those cabinets to clean them up and have it smelling good in there. And um, here's the crud cutter bottle. And I want to thank you for this possibly boring tour of my future sewing room. Thanks for joining me, and I hope that it motivates you to make it yourself.